Hello, everyone. Going live on both Instagram and YouTube. I got my little new top from Veronica M. My favorite line of clothing. If you want 20% off, go to Veronica M Clothing, veronicam.com. Ask and use code Karen Lee 20. Buy it for you or your loved ones or someone you really want to impress. You really want to impress an older woman, buy her some Veronica M clothing and use my code, Karen Lee 20. One word. Hi to all. And if you're just joining me, I'm on YouTube and Instagram. And good afternoon to Stephen on YouTube and to all you guys here. And so, today's topic, not all that unusual since I get these questions all the time, but basically where in my neighborhood can I meet hot older women? Yeah, so tell me where you're from and if anybody else can help find those older women. Yes, I'm on a little later today. So hello, let's see, hey, from Jerry to Tennessee, I think. Awesome. Okay. Upstate New York. Okay, it's Miami. So I mean, one of the things I have to tell you is that you're going to find hot older women wherever you live. Wherever you live, there's always a hot older woman somewhere nearby, and she's just waiting for you. You love me so much. Thank you. In New Jersey and Lafayette, Louisiana. So thank you very much, Hawaiian. Like I said, this is all Veronica M. They sent me this just to be sweet. And if you want to get a top like this, go to veronicam.com, enter code Karen Lee 20. You get 20% off, which is a good deal for a great brand of clothing. Anyway, so back to what I'm saying. If you want to, what are you going to do? Everybody, there's older women everywhere. How do you meet them? And how do you know where to go? And why do you want to meet them? I should say. First, Jerry's saying older women are more nice and laid back, which is kind of true for the most part because they've gone through a lot and they're like, okay, let me prioritize. What am I going to get upset about? So you're from Santa Barbara. There's people from all over the world here, which is cool. And I got to say, if you can give me bars, put them in the comment section below. I'll use them in my book. If there's I've gotten a lot of information for how guys meet older women that I didn't even know about myself. For example, almost every town has like happy hours that are devoted for women. And I think that's a good place to find the older women to congregate together there because it's a happy hour and it's, usually a deal, especially if they have special nights just specifically for older women. So you should go there and go for it. What good to see you, Lou, and everybody else. Okay, so within your own town, you can go on Yelp. Go on Yelp and the app Yelp or Open Table and type in cougar bars or older women or older crowd. That's where you want to go. Seductive passion. Okay, I'm from Chicago. Yeah, my hometown. So within like Chicago, for example, I could tell you that there's a lot of upscale restaurants and bars that I've been to, and I noticed there's a lot of older women there and very few younger guys. So that would be, Tony's suggesting I do the meet and greet, but I do some live performances mostly with my son where we do Sex Talk with My Mom, the podcast. So yeah, you can meet me then. Let's see. Rob is saying, must say in my experience, full of life and know how to let go and enjoy, I choose late 40s and early 50s anytime. Okay, this is why. Paul, off topic, where were you on Tosh.0? Yes, that was me on Tosh.0. It was I've been on TV a few times, like on big shows, like I've been on Tosh.0, and I've been on Megyn Kelly Today when she was on. And I love it. I love being on national TV or international TV or whatever. And let's see. Holy smoke, you look like a lady I hooked up with last night, but you're not. She has a scar on her nose. Yep. Other than I just got my scar removed, Gary. So yeah, it was me. Would you date a younger man who's also from another race? Martinez. Yeah, I mean, I'm not dating anybody other than my boyfriend right now, but I think people should be very open-minded as to who they date. And I mean, because you never can tell. Like, you might think I never date someone who is, I don't know, Muslim, and you might be very attracted to this person. It might be the perfect person for you, or you might think I would never date a Jewish girl. Who knows? That could be the perfect person for you. Rob, you're from Canada. Love your show. Keep doing the good work. Thank you, Paul. So any other ideas as to where you guys meet? I mean, the other part of the whole where do we meet older women thing is that you literally can meet them at things that you're already passionate about. So it's not like a, let me go hook up. It's more like, let me go find someone who has the same kind of passions, and maybe there's a charity that you guys are all very passionate about. So go volunteer, do a charity thing. Or if you're into wine, go to a wine club. That would be a really good idea. Or anything that is unusual. I always recommend like trying a bunch of different things on Groupon. Go to a Groupon on photography, or go to a Groupon on stand-up comedy. Do like, I went to one that was in Chicago. It was I think it was at the Comedy Sports. They had an improv class there. I did. So you can do all these different things and meet other people other than just like looking for them in bars. Philly Battle wants to know what my plans are for Thanksgiving. I'm going to Chicago for Thanksgiving. Wow, I know you guys are shocked to hear that I'm traveling again. You love old woman. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? An older woman looking more for a relationship or sex? This are older women. Okay, so this is a good question, Brandon. As far as like, what are older women looking for? I'll be honest. When I met my boyfriend, I was not looking for a relationship, but that was 11 years ago, and guess what? We've been together ever since. So I think it really depends on where you are in your life and where she is. And I don't think there's one necessarily. I would say, if there's a huge age gap, that you might find that older women are just looking for that companionship and fun and not looking for a long-term thing. And same thing with a younger guy. You might, as a younger guy, be wanting one day down the line to have kids. And if you're with someone much older, she's probably not going to do that. So it's something to think about before you get involved in a relationship. But hey, you can try. I wish I was fucking you on Thanksgiving. Some guy you might know. That's anybody has a right to wish for whatever they want. Just Ray Carson. I would date 50 to 65-year age women. Okay. Let's see. Facebook has been great. Wine tasting is great. Live shows are great. First dates. Yeah, that's a good idea. So that's from Rob. Yeah. Do something fun together. Like as far as like the first date goes. What can I do to have fun with you? Probably not a lot. Cooking salmon cakes and chicken Alfredo. Well, that's interesting. That's for Thanksgiving? Yeah, let's see. Okay, so the guys that are saying, message me, DM me, let me take off your clothes and all that kind of stuff. That's not a good way to meet people. It's just like FYI, it's not a good idea. So, try to be respectful. Thank you, Stephen. How do I tell the older woman I'm in to wash her pussy so I'm comfortable going down on her? Just tell her that, G. Just say, let's both of us go in a shower together. Because I'm sure that she would like the same thing for you. So why not just be upfront and honest? What's holding you back? You're going to watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade. I love the Thanksgiving Day Parade, Stephen. I'm doing great, Jonathan. Eric, message me and let me take off your clothes. Thank you, Eric, for never surprising me. Let's see. then what's not a lot? So I can be on the chance to be by your side. Okay, let's see. She's a tough Latina. That's why. Oh, in terms of like getting your girlfriend to make sure that she's clean, just say it's a thing. It's like it bothers you. So if it's not a big deal, go take a shower. I mean, go together. I mean, it just makes her feel sexier if she doesn't have to worry that you're like going, oh, this smells. At least that's how I feel. Would you take a shower with me, Mr. Landscaper Man? Probably not. I don't know you. I do not know you. Sorry. And I also will not answer requests for live videos because of the fact that I have done that and have been very sorry later. Are Cougars into late night? Yes. Why not? Let's see. Eric, retract us. Yeah. Oh, Jonathan's making meatloaf. I like that you guys all like to cook because that's a very good idea to do with older women. Because especially if you're not let's just hang out at home. If you cook for her in like Flint, museums can be a good place to meet older women. Yeah, that's a good call there. Flying Moose Bite. Let's see. No, I'm not letting you in my live stream. And it's only because I've been burned before, honestly. I haven't tried it since. The one time that I did let someone on live stream, I was like very sorry when he started whacking off, and then I got freaked out, and then I closed up Instagram, and everybody in the stream was pissed off. So no more unless I know you. If I know you, then I could trust that you're not going to act like a dick and show your dick. Then I would add you to the live stream. You got to prove yourself. Let's see, Eric. Fabuloso is best for cleansing tough Latina pussy. See you on Patreon. Yeah, patreon.com/Karen Lee. That's where you can message me. If you have questions that you don't want to ask in the live stream, message me on Patreon, patreon.com/Karen Lee. I have, special videos that I'm probably just going to keep there because the YouTube doesn't want me to monetize. They think I'm doing things for sexual gratification and crazy things like that. What do I think of LA weather? I love LA weather. It's actually rainy today for the first time, and I can't even remember, which is good for the environment because it's dry. Let's see. Just Ray Carson. Are you and your son still doing show on Instagram? On my old Instagram, Kinty Carson, you followed me. I will follow you guys on Instagram or Twitter or wherever you follow me, as long as you post a picture of yourself listening or watching Sex Talk with My Mom. So if you are like today, we got someone who's driving on a long road trip and he took a picture. I followed that person. So yeah, we will follow you. I'll follow you. As long as you guys make sure to follow us and subscribe or whatever on Sex Talk with My Mom, the podcast. Do older women mind younger married men? Well, let's see. Who asked that? Royce. I'm not big on I'm not big on complicating my life, so I wouldn't get involved with a married man. To me, that's like, not only is it unethical, it just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense because I never understood why people get involved with people that are married. Because if they're cheating with you, they're going to cheat on you, right? Once a cheat on it, always a cheat. So that applies for men or women. You get what I'm saying? Does anybody understand or agree or disagree? I'm open to listening. Karen, a lovely lady, yes, very beautiful, but come on, guys, please be respectful to Karen. Thank you, Jess Ray. By the way, I'm also cooking fried chicken, shells and cheese, and mashed potatoes in New York City. Stephen, that sounds delicious. That's another thing. Join a cooking class, and there are probably 90% women in the cooking class. So think about that. Great idea. Yeah, so yeah, I will follow you guys on Instagram if you follow me and Sex Talk with My Mom on Instagram. Good idea. Let's see. Okay. I got lost here on this, all the questions. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep up with both Instagram and YouTube. What can I do to be by your side? Okay. Hey, Ron. Let's see. Eric, I think most male cheaters are just looking for a hit and run, though. So they've no concern if their sex partner is faithful. Eric, very insightful comment there. Um, hmm. You know what? I don't think you can I don't know. I just think that some people, I think a lot of people would think that cheating is exciting because you're doing something that's taboo, but that doesn't mean it's a good idea. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why people do cheat, but if you are a person that's impeccable to your word, the four agreements, do you remember what the four agreements were? Number one, always be impeccable to your word. So if you're an impeccable person, you're not going to be unethical and do something like that. Let's see. I'm 6'3" and 240 pounds. Thank you for giving me your stats there, some guy you might know. My friend Teddy told me his girlfriend is a squirter. Okay, Jonathan. Thank you for sharing that. We got about just like 5 more minutes and then I'm going to run, but I am going to put a lot of my videos, especially my more risque videos, on Patreon. So if you want to join me on patreon.com, I'll put it in here because I can't leave them on YouTube because they're too risque for YouTube, apparently. www.patreon.com/Karen Lee. Okay. Ready to do as you please. Okay. What is a polite way to ask a girl to eat her ass? Gee, man, what the hell? Where did this come from? There must be a lot of guilt involved in cheating. Totally, Ron, 100%. Lots of guilt. Have any of you guys ever cheated and have you felt guilty afterwards? Oh, Jonathan's talking about your friend's squirting experience. He said it's like a light misting when you squirt. So if you guys want to learn more about like these kind of things like squirting, for example, we talk about it with people, sexologists who know a lot about squirting. Just recently I did a podcast on Sex Talk with My Mom, and it was with Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce, a good friend of mine. And she talked about squirting and what it is, because I really didn't know a lot about what it was. I did not realize that pretty much any woman who gets wet is basically squirting, because it's just, that's what the moisture is. It's just that when you hear about squirting, you're thinking about these women that squirt across the room, that type of thing. But it's just like a whole continuum. It's not like you do or you don't squirt. It's like how much do you squirt? Anyway, what was I going to say? Let's see. I felt guilty when accomplished because I had sex with her. Oh, so we'll talk back to cheating. We're all over the place today. I felt guilty, but I accomplished because I had sex with her friend who is both our coworker, and they sit by each other. Let's see. Yeah. You were Russell Morstead. Do you agree with me? Russell said he was cheated on. How did you feel about that, Russell? Because you're saying you never cheated. I have been faithful in all my serious relationships. Jonathan, why have you been faithful? Let's see. Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce also squirted. No, she just talks about squirting. I don't know personally if she squirts. I've never witnessed it. But I guess, like I said, everyone squirts. I never knew this. It just has to do with the same anatomy as the man. So in other words, everyone knows this, or if you don't, when you squirt, when you are wet, it's just people. What I'm trying to say is, it's the same organs, the same mechanisms that a man ejaculates, and that has to do with because when you're an infant, you're basically the same one. You're the same sex, and then you split off into two different sexes, but you have the same organs. But this is way beyond my scope to even explain it to you. Go listen to the podcast with Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce on Sex Talk with My Mom. Sorry for botching up that whole squirting thing. I love Karen. She is so funny. I guess I'm funny. Russell, you felt mentally abused. Yeah, it can really shake up your world. And I would, when we're talking about cheating again, it's just like, it's such a feeling of distrust of people. And I don't want you guys to go through that, or girls, or whoever's watching this or listening to this. So just try to be ethical, and then, you'll feel better about yourself. Please give a thumbs up to the video if you like the video. Like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to. Karen has the patience of a kindergarten teacher. You're right, I probably do. I don't know how long this video will stay on YouTube, but I can tell you that if you could join me on Patreon, you'll see all my videos. Because it isn't right to cheat. It's not right because you are participating in something that's going to possibly break vows. If the person made a vow or a commitment to some other person, you don't want to be the one who's helping in that, right? So anyway, I am going to wrap it up and say goodbye. And I really enjoyed talking to you guys. If you have any questions for me, go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/Karen Lee, and you can ask me any questions there. I can message you back and forth confidentially. What are my thoughts about a normal guy becoming a gigolo? I think gigolos are just as important as prostitutes for I don't have a problem with any of that. Just make sure you do a lot of thinking before you jump into that. I want a cougar dang. I always cheat. Goodbye. You're the best, Karen Lee. Okay, Jigga Man. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. Do I know any married couples who live together but separate? Who lead together but separate lives while they raise their children? Do I know? Yeah, I definitely don't. I definitely know that there are people out there that do that. Here's a kiss for everyone on Instagram. I hope you guys, if I don't talk to you before Thanksgiving, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope to see you on Instagram. Follow me there, on YouTube. Follow Sex Talk with My Mom everywhere, and we will follow you back. So if you want a shout out, I will shout you out. And if you want me to follow you, just let me know. And that's it. I'm going to say adios now. Adios. Bye-bye.